Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 Atlanta Braves.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Sean Newcomb gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike two, swinging.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. 2-2 pitch just missed. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And That misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway. The next to bat for St. Louis, Marcell Ozuna. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Marcell Ozuna.
Chopped weakly to the left. Camargo picks it up cleanly to second for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kermit Yellowhorse. He drew a walk his first time up.
Kermit Yellowhorse.
First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Camargo over to his right, makes the play, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kermit Yellowhorse, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 1 now. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Here's the 2-2. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1 left for the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. So a big moment here, and standing in, Kermit Yellowhorse, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Well hit to right, but a foul ball.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Molina at second. Fowler on at first with nobody out. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture. And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 2-0 finish today. The Braves led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Sean Newcomb earns his first win of the season. Carlos Martinez pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Arodys Vizcaíno wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs, 3 hits.
Now from Cobb County, Georgia, we're live inside SunTrust Park. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. 2 of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Mike Foltynewicz is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Here's the first pitch to him. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, are coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day. Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at. The 1-1 misses inside off the plate. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, if you're pitching, you better look out for Yadier Molina. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very...
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes.
1-1-1.
And it's gone. A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Second home run early in the year, and now it's 2-1 in favor of Atlanta.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Stepping in for the Braves, Johan Camargo, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive.
Johan Camargo.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yellow Horse on the move. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. He scores, and they lead now by 4. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He's the 8th man to bat here in the first with 5 runs already up on the scoreboard. The 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Yellow Horse is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll move on to the second now at SunTrust Park. It's the Braves 5 and the Cardinals 1. Striding in once again, Kermit, Yellow Horse. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pops this one up. And this is going to work out for him. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 5-2 game. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, his career line with Foltynewicz. He's gone 3 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Before the 0-2, a look to first. And a dive, but he's back. And another throw over. And he'll get back in safely. And again a throw. And a dive, but he's back in there. Yellow Horse on at first, nobody out. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham. He singled his last time up.
Tommy Pham.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Digging in to try it again, Paul DeYoung. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-1. Hit on the ground right here. Left. Swanson picks it up. The second for 1. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 5 and the Cardinals 2. The next to bat for Atlanta, Colby Rasmus. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Freeman over at second. Mascara at first with no outs. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Yellow Horse.
Relay, relay, relay.
He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Digging in and looking for more, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted down the line in left. Rasmus on the run, and that will end up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1, and that one just missed outside.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2, and it's fouled away. Remains 2-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Leading off for the Braves, first baseman, Hanley.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Jerko ranging into shallow right. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Digging in once again, Freddie Freeman. It was a walk in his last trip. This is to right field and deep for Freeman.
1-1-1.
And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, his second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Roll?
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit. Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. The Atlanta Braves jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike Foltynewicz earns his first win of the season. Alex Reyes permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Chase Whitley takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 11 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Suntrust Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please Drive home safely. Thank you.
Now from the Peach State, we're just about set for evening baseball from SunTrust Park. Game number 3 of this new season between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. Stay tuned for Braves baseball starting now. Julio Teheran gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty, Julio Teheran, 4-pitch mix guy. Good fastball, 89 to 94 miles an hour. Changeup, probably his best off-speed pitch. Has the curveball, has the slider. One of the keys you'll notice he's going to be on early, inducing a lot of ground balls. He's a ground ball type pitcher. If he's getting ground balls, expect a strong outing.
In now, Kermit, Yellow Horse, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Popped him up. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Teheran, 28 years old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson brings it in. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up.
Here's Ender Inciarte. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Yellow Horse makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Atlanta. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Kermit, Yellow Horse, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. And that gets him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Now at the plate, Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in. The 1-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rasmus has a read on it. He's got it one away. So stepping in, Tommy Pham. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Tommy Pham.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Pham connects and sends it to deep left field. And they take the lead. It's gone. Two runs on the board after the home run by Tommy Pham. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kermit, Yellow Horse.
Kermit, Yellow Horse.
First offering on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Swanson takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yellow Horse.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. A little bouncer. But that one rolls foul. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Coming in is Rasmus. He can't get to it. That's a leadoff single. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Ready for another shot now, Marcell Ozuna. It was a walk in his last trip. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fernandez waits on it, one away. Tommy Pham will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. And he popped him up. Mascara backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul DeYoung. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Yellow Horse, the runner at first with 2 gone. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. And yet another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Drilled to the right side. That's through for a base hit.
Come on, get out, get out, get out.
Of the ball game. And he'll be thrown out at third, trying to take the extra base with 2 gone, and the inning is now over. Cards leave 1. They lead it 2-1. And the next in is Johan Camargo. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Yellow Horse is there to put it away for out number 1. Ready once again, Colby Rasmus. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Final strike for the Braves. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch here to end it, and the Cardinals are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The St. Louis Cardinals took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Luke Weaver gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Julio Teheran pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Zach Britton hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Tonight, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For Atlanta, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at SunTrust Park, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please Drive home safely.
MLB's coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves, SunTrust Park. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Luis Gohara, the Brazilian-born pitcher, is on the mound to start here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Stepping up to the plate, Kermit, Yellow Horse. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Number 5.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting 3rd. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Ready now, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Way in front of a great slider that time. Molina leads off first with 1 away. Sliced hard down the left field line, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases.
Stand up right here. Stand up. Pick it up.
And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at 2nd.
So coming to the plate, Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Stepping in, Tommy Pham hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pitch is popped up. Dives, and he makes the catch. How about that for an exclamation point to the end of the inning? Who says first base is where they hide the guys that can't play the field? Back to SunTrust Park following this. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Kermit, Yellow Horse, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
A ball and a strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Swanson shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the fifth coming up. Braves lead this one 3-0. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Kermit Yellow Horse, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball one.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Soft liner towards short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. But the damage is done, as thanks to the solo home run, this is now a one-run game. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Braves lead it 3-2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kermit Yellow Horse, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. And he's in front of a tough little slider that time. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate.
Stand up, stand up.
He'll come home with it, and they'll get the force play at the plate. And a weird end to this ball game.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
4-2 the final score today. The Atlanta Braves took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Luis Gohara earns his first win of the season. Michael Waka takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. Arodys Vizcaíno earns the save out of the bullpen, his second. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 4 runs on 6 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs on 8 hits. 1 error and 11 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 56 minutes. Our paid attendance at Suntrust Park this afternoon, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.
A rookie major leaguer gets a small taste of the national media spotlight.